Thank you for joining this presentation. In this presentation, I talk about fast ways of using ranges in Excel functions such as index. It does require the use of small applications developed by Midas Tech. The applications are available from CELTS. Midas Tech mainly focuses on applications for flowsheet and mineral processing. Here's a simple example. I've just made these up. We have a table with sales of particular items over 3 months. Over here, we have the prices of the items. And we want to know how many sales we made per month. Now we can argue about the best way to do this, and perhaps you would use methods not the same as this, but suppose you did want to use some product. Now I've named this as a range. I've called it sales.data, and I've called this a range, prices.data. Now in some product, I can refer to F10 to F14 and I can use prices.data, but I can't really use sales.data. So if the particular calculation wasn't on this worksheet, it means that the user just looking at the equation doesn't really know what F10 to F14 is, and he has to do a trace to work it out. And all this sort of these traces are time consuming and means that Excel is used in a manner which is unstructured. Now over here is an example of how we would like it to look like. Now here's an example where I call it sales.data, and there's a number of different functions. Here I've used a function called range, and we're going to discuss how we can create relationships to name ranges and yet still use drag and drop. So we'll take this equation and we'll put it over here. Now I've got a little trick where I have a dummy function called D. D doesn't actually do anything, but it lets me know what what series of addresses I wish to work on. So here I go, so here I can still drag and drop, and so we're still using ranges. These equations are effectively the same as these ones. Now I run a particular function called convertD function. So I select the range containing the D function, now I'm going to use the named range sales.data, and I've got a list of functions that I can apply. Most people are familiar with index, so I use index and I say apply. Here I give an example using an Excel spreadsheet. There are two main tables of interest: sales of particular items and the prices of those items, and the sales are for each month. Now a fairly standard calculation is to work out the sales over each month in total, and we can use some product. Now even though I've identified this as a named range, and these data as a named range. When I use some product, I can't actually use the range for the sales data. So I'm left using F10 to F14, and one of the common criticisms of Excel is that it's very hard to actually identify what's really happening, how the data are linked. So even though we have named ranges, we can't really use it very effectively. So I've had to develop functions which allow us to use named ranges effectively. So if we were to take this equation and then copy it to here, I'm going to use a dummy function called D. D doesn't actually do anything, but it helps me search for the D function. I can drag and drop. Thus far I haven't really done anything particularly amazing. Now I'm going to run my converter, and I'm going to convert the D function. So I select the range of interest. I find the named range that I want to use. And then I run a function called range R. Now we could use index, but in this case we can't, because index is only useful for accessing one data, not a range of data. We say apply, and let's just look what we've done. We now have completely related some product to the range data. So range R sales data, 1 means the first row, 1 means the first column, 5 means the fifth row. So it's the range from the first row to the fifth row of the first column. And because we've dragged and dropped previously, it's now been applied to all the other cells. So in this way, we can drag and drop, and we can use a function which is deliberately related to the range information. And now it's much easier for someone reading the code to work out exactly what's happening. Of course, in this case, where we just have a simple spreadsheet where the data are on the same spreadsheet, it's using addresses isn't too confusing, but it does get confusing when you're using data from different worksheets or from different named, right, or from different workbooks. There are more functions available than just this, but this demonstration gives a simple overview. Thank you.